Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. JS Dwayne here. Today's date is October the 31st, 2019, and today is Halloween. And I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for 900 subscribers. I wanted to make a video, regarding the 900 subscribers that I gotten from last month, but I didn't really have the time to actually do the 900 subscriber slash follower, appreciation and thank you, because it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, and I appreciate it, for someone who's, a part timer and so forth. So I have to say thank you for, the support. I get support all over the world, within the 7 continents, and I'm very thankful for every supporter that I've gotten so far. I'm already at 1K already, 1,000 subscribers slash followers. I'm already there already. But I want to wait until next week to do the actual thank you, because I want to call, 4 people out for being there for me when I didn't really have any, videos from the very beginning. So I want to I want to thank these 4 people, that will subscribe to me way before I even had, an actual channel or a video. So I'll do that in my 1,000, aka 1K subscriber thank you next week sometimes. I just want to do my 900 K subscriber very quickly. Thank you for, being there for me, from day one, from the time that, I started a couple months ago, back in August, trying to figure really what I really want to do. And I guess part-time vlogging is my thing, and, I'm doing okay with it. Every, single time, I record, I always said to myself, don't be nervous, just let all those nerves go, and it's really happening for me, and I'm getting more comfortable as the days goes by. So thank you guys for believing in me, and I also have to say thank you for the support. So I just wanted to do a very quick 900 subscriber, thank you and appreciation, and it's this morning, that I'm recording. I'm recording in the morning again, and this is my second time recording. So I just wanted to put that out there. And also the reason why I decided to take a few days off away from YouTube, because I recorded 8 days ago, and I supposed to record back, on the 28th, but I couldn't really record on that day because I found out from my paternal grandmother, my dad's mother, that my great great aunt passed away, last week, and the funeral already happened. So I couldn't go, and I spoke about her in my ethnicity tech video, a few videos back, and it really, really, tore me apart, because I spoke with her, on the phone, back a couple years ago. And, when I first contacted her, because I was at the blood bank out in Greece, New York, because I don't live far from Greece, New York, and I don't live far from Parma and Hilton areas. And I spoken to her, and she seemed very nice woman, and she's Native American. She's not Black American. She's Indian, and she is my dad. She is my great great aunt, and she is my great great grandmother's sister, which is my dad's father's mother's sister. So that is her grandmother's sister that just passed, and she was in her 100s, when she passed away. So I spoken with her, and to be real with you, she originally wanted me to meet her a couple years ago, and that never happened, because her son, who is in her 80s, he was living with, she was living with him at that time, because she couldn't take care of herself, and she wanted me to meet her, the next day when I contacted her. But that didn't happen because, my grandmother's older cousin, male cousin, was being very disrespectful to my grandmother, saying the stuff that he's supposed to not be saying to my grandmother, because I was, trying to reach out to family members, that I never even met before, because me and my father, we're not that close anymore. So I decided to be desperate to reach out and try to look for them, on Google. And, I was so excited, being the desperate person that I was, I haven't met all my dad's relatives, especially my Native American family members, I thought it would have been, like a ballpark. I thought it would have been a very, very good, situation, to deal with. But unfortunately, it backfired on me, when I contacted him and, my grandmother's male cousin. And he was nice to me on the phone. I gave the guy my number, and he's in, his 80s. I was in my early 30s. I was 30 years old when this situation happened. This was 2 years ago. And, he seemed nice. And then, I mentioned my grandmother to him. There's other stuff that I mentioned, but I will keep that at bay because I feel like it's very personal, and that's just parts of the situation that I would not bring on social media because it's very private, and I would never put that part of my business out there like that. But I would just say this is I would definitely say it more, short. I would just put it very simple. He disrespected my grandmother, regarding me contacting them trying to meet and so forth. And it was very disrespectful. So, I decided to back off. And my grandmother, asked me where have I gotten their information from. I have to tell them from the internet. Millennials like myself, is very reluctant when it comes to the internet. So I looked, and I was just so excited. And then when my grandmother called me and told me, what really happened, and people just didn't appreciate certain type of situations, I was pissed off. I didn't like how the situation became. It made me sad. It made me upset. So I decided to back off. And then I found out that she lived down the street from me where I lived, because I live in the suburbs. I don't live in the city because this is the Rochester area. I live in the Rochester suburbs, and I've been living out in the suburbs for 7 years of my life, 7 years, because an ex, boyfriend of mine's at that time moved me out there from the city because the way I was living, and that person just didn't want me to suffer. So I've been living out here for a very, very, very long time, and my great great aunt, who's Native American, she's Cherokee, and she lived down the street from me in a nursing home down the street from me near a town called Parma. She lived out within that area within North Greece. I don't live in Greece, but I live near that town. And when I found that out, I really wanted to, meet her, and so forth. I wanted to meet her, but I even said to my paternal grandmother, I told my dad's mother, who's my grandmother, that I really wanted to, meet her, before anything happened. And, at least I spoke with her on the phone, so I'm appreciative towards that. But, I was sad that I didn't really have the chance to, meet her because of that situation. And I felt disrespected because, how my great great aunt's son took it towards, dragging me and disrespecting me in the worst possible way and disrespecting my grandmother. So I wasn't cool with that. But, when I found out she died, I actually cried because of, what I was thinking about that conversation, that day I called that house, because they don't live that far from my aunt, my dad's sister. They don't live that far. So it just crushed me, and I teared because it reminded me of that, time when I called their house and I was talking to my great great aunt. So I had to grieve. I don't really know her too well, but I spoke with her on the phone and we never met. And that's what really crushed me. It really, really made me cry because I'm not a crier, but it just made me sad that people, like my older cousin, you know, come around here disrespecting, me and my grandmother, which is not cool. If he didn't do that, I probably would have met her. I probably would have, probably have a good relationship, but, she's gone. So what can I do? So I have to take myself, away from YouTube for a little bit so I can grieve in the most proper way so I could feel a little better for myself. So I'm not gonna tell everything, but I'm gonna tell the basics because it's just better that way. So I just wanted to put that out there. Why I haven't really been on, because as I mentioned, I post every 5 to 7 days, and I as I mentioned, I'm a part timer and I work, so it's very difficult for me posting videos the way that I really wanted to post videos. So at least everybody understand where I'm coming from. So that's all I can say to everybody. But also, I just want to say thank you for the 900 subscribers so far. Even though I'm at 1K, I will do a 1K video next week. But I just wanted to do this one very quickly. And later on today, I'm going to post another video about my Halloween memories, from when I was a child in the 90s. I can't even talk today, but I'm definitely post a video about my Halloween memories from back in those days, and I hope that you guys stay tuned. So you guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for enjoying my videos and my content. Much love to everybody, and I guess I see you guys later. All right. Peace and love to everybody, and you guys have a very, very good morning, because I will be back, later on this afternoon or tonight. So, all right. Good day, people.